Yeah, boss?
Hey, outlaw. You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted with that.
That's the last of him!
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat. The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she? I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense. Magnificent. And do please give Wanda my chilliest...
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
TNT, I can't believe it's not yours. It's unbelievable how good it is.
Were I a gambling woman? I can't thank you and... Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for... What can I do? You have your...
Rizzo spent Wanda.
What do you think you're doing? You and I? Never saw each other.
Gosh, that's...
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 It's time for a KYO.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Oh, no, that's on account of my not being able to sleep lately. Makes my hands all twitchy, you know? I've just been lying awake, thinking about what Junlei said, and feeling my... Oh, wow! You remember... Bottoms up!
I'm no expert on wine, but ain't you supposed to drink that stuff with your little finger up?
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Oh, Captain, I'm pun... Friends give each other...
You want to know what I think? I think you should write what you want to say down on your hand.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Maybe I've been making... It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad... Then it all went down the tubes. Do you... I just got a lot of feelings, Captain. I need another drink. Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right, I am. Hydration?
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you. Oh, Captain. I wanted to... Does she think I'm... What if she's still got feelings for... Don't you... You know I'm not interested. That's... Well, it's tripped... What do you mean, Cap? So if I'm doing my very best... Gosh, I don't know that I... I suppose... Well... Oh, gosh. Okay. Thanks for hearing...
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drink.
Huh. All right. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't...
A new
Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay,
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set... if we don't put a stop to the board. You'll want to... once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe. Best of luck.
we are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots of... Mr. Sanjar will be mighty... Oh, and if you're headed that way... I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment. Signed by... Only I haven't heard anything in a while. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir. Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt. What can I do for you? You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grimm wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on raptidon acid. Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or a mantis worm. So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. Would you? I'd appreciate that so much. Maybe don't tell him I wanted you to ask, just that you met this... Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing... He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet, intense... Plus, he's got great... You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny. Sorry.
What?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can...
You've often posed these very...
Clear my schedule. This newcomer... Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very...
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? What a charm... Oh, a shame.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr.
Oh, thanks to the... Oh, we've... Yeah,
Can't imagine why you'd sneer at the notion of a free colony.
I used to be young and I...
Well?
On out.
Are you out of your mind? You can't just go...
Well, we can't continue to
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit?
It's true. The plan with a Bolt 52 car, if you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive...
And you'll have a powerful ally on...
Why, one of the strong...
I was starting to get bored listening to you, until you said the phrase, extremely powerful ordnance.
It is quite the rush. An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here. Not like Graham's iconoclasts.
There's nothing the board likes so much as paperwork.
I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauder... Saying what? Which way? That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what. Oh, and while you're... What can I do for you? Hiram? You'd head south, but...
If you can keep her sober.
I see. Well, that's excellent. What else can I do? Then it's... I've asked... Not intent for many... Really?
Hear the...
And as the... That's all... We... Very well. What can I do for you?
Help! Someone's been killed! I think I'm gonna be sick. No! I just stepped in a dead man's blood. And I think one of the flies landed on my mouth. If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
A murder? Hey, is this the part where we go hunting for clues? You think the people in...
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. But Brack...
Hello. What can... She works over at the fishery next door. Quite the hard worker, but she's got a bit of a temper. Why, just the other day, I heard her shouting from here. I can't imagine what set her off. Oh, but here I go again, running my mouth when it's none of my business. Was there something else you needed? Yes, indeed. Someone's got to keep Stellar Bay's people healthy and energized. Oh, but if Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out. Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's tossball.
You get to listen to games all day? Stellar Bay really is a paradise.
It's pretty swell, but it's a whole lot better with company. Say, I don't think I've seen you before, and I'd remember that face.
I'll try not to be a stranger then. Name's Felix, by the way.
You should stop by more often. The games are always better when you've got someone to celebrate with.
Sounds like a good time. I wouldn't mind bringing a couple drinks and settling in for the pennant match.
Look at me, getting carried away again. So, what can I do for you? Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda, like it's done him any good. All it means is the tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch. Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Yeah, boss?
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock kills,
Rap Musk and Canadize, right here.
Sir, please, I need your help. Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some... Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to... Don't you tell me to call... He ran.
Oh, law, Captain.
Please, won't you? You look. And if you find.
Who the fuck are you? This ain't your alley.
Hey! What are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
You got it, Captain! Woo! We made it!
Fine. Anyway. But that's terrible. What? But that means if there's one... Live and live. Still.
Where are we headed?
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry. Well, if you're that friend, I hope you can forgive my First, Braxton. He's in charge. He's a real wizard. We're not...
These MSI types are living the dream.
Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could... Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind? Stealing some... And yeah. We're not like those corporate towns. Besides, Caleb.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more. Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties. Sure, until you work. You mind slapping him around? If you can find a way to get him back.
Well. Enjoy. If you plan on sitting through Nyoka's stories, you might...
I could use a few and telling them myself.
Now what can I... Something else? Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Nope.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of it getting so I can't... Don't interrupt, but I gotta get... Shit. Right. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing? Well, I'm cut off for the... Well, they were.
So what'd you think of the game last night? I still can't believe Armstrong ran the field from the Tuesday zone.
Yeah. Armstrong's really something. He really took a fella's head clean off with a golf stick.
Yeah, well, he's a hacker. That's what they do. Rangers don't...
New face, huh? A ship captain. Why don't you grab a chair?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you, but...
Sure thing. Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed him safe in my home by the dock. Nope. I'm calling her bluff. If she wants to threaten us, we'll see how she likes it when Sanjar finds out she gave Sublight even more dominion. If I knew that, Why don't you... I would never... So... Me and my friends have taken our destiny and... Well, but until the windfall's gone, we're riding... It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch, we're free from the board, you know?
Nicely done.
What do you think you're doing?
Carry on.
What was your family like, Felix? Did you ever know him?
I never knew him. I was a stowaway. That's what they call orphans who grow up in the back bays.
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. I must have been lonesome.
Come on, Parvati, who are you talking to? Imagine me pining after my
Why don't you grab a chair? What? Something happened to our stashed bit carts? But I hid it so careful. No one goes up there but me. We must be dealing with some... Well, if we can't afford to skip work, we ain't got no leverage. Space me, but good. I guess you ought to tell Velma we're coming back to work.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from some...
I'd give you a friendlier welcome.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was...
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery?
Sorry, ma'am, I wasn't
Oh, I see what you're... Anyway. Sublet... something. You knocked down... Sweetest word. Thanks for your help. You've gotten me out of a tight spot here. Take this for your efforts. This again? You can tell Grimm his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it? It's staying locked up in my office until Nell... No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grimm may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money. Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering. Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the poster. She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady.
I never did catch her name. She seemed real friendly.
Nice hair, slightly oblivious. You must be the infamous Felix. Yeah, Nell's good people. She asked me about... Damn right it is. Fine by me.
Did you know Junlei grown up?
Miss Tennyson? Nah, she never looked my way. I knew of her, though. Who didn't? She was just about the busiest woman on the Groundbreaker.
What did folks say about her then?
Whatever you do.
Tough, competent, and a glare that'd stop you dead in your tracks.
You startled me. Braxton. I've never even heard of a Braxton. Oh, in that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. So...
You wanna know what I think? This Braxton fella threw away the trappings of society and joined a pack of wild raptidons.
Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
Let's go exploring.
Here we go!
Don't let up!
Nice one!